Gentlemen, take your seats. Where's Captain Carter?
Just arriving, sir.
Carter? I'm assigning Sam Carter to this mission.
I'd prefer to put together my own team, sir.
Not on this mission. Sorry. Carter's our expert on the Stargate.
Where's he transferring from?
She is transferring from the Pentagon. I take it you're Colonel O'Neill. Captain Samantha Carter reporting, sir.
But of course you go by Sam.
You don't have to worry, Major. I played with dolls when I was a kid.
G.I. Joe?
Oh, Major Matt Mason.
Oh. Who?
Major Matt Mason, astronaut doll. Do you have that cool little backpack that made him fly?
Let's get started. Colonel?
Thank you. For those of you on your first trip through the gate, you should be prepared for what to expect.
I've practically memorized your report from the first mission. I'd like to think I've been preparing for this all my life.
I think what the Colonel is saying is, have you ever pulled out of a simulated bombing run in an F-16 at 8+ Gs?
Yes.
Well, it's way worse than that.
By the time you get to the other side, you're frozen stiff. Like you've just been through a blizzard. Naked.
That's a result of the compression your molecules undergo during the millisecond required for reconstitution.
Oh, here we go. Another scientist. General, please.
Theoretical astrophysicist.
Which means...
Which means she is smarter than you are, Colonel. Especially in matters related to the Stargate.
Colonel, I was studying the gate technology for 2 years before Daniel Jackson made it work and before you both went through. I should have gone through then. And, sir, you and your men might as well accept the fact that I am going through this time.
Well, with all due respect, Doctor, I would...
It is appropriate to refer to a person by their rank, not their salutation. You should call me Captain, not Doctor.
Captain Carter's assignment to this unit is not an option. It's an order.
I'm an Air Force officer just like you are, Colonel. And just because my reproductive organs are on the inside instead of the outside, doesn't mean I can't handle whatever you can handle.
Look, I know I should know this by now, and I swear it'll be the last time I ask. But these wormholes we go through, they're not always there, right?
No, sir. They can only form between two open gates.
What's with the worm part? The worm thing, I don't get that.
That's just a metaphor.
All right, I knew that.
Imagine the galaxy is an apple. We burrow our way through the apple like a worm, crossing from one side to the other, instead of going around the outside.
Okay.
Now, of course, the diameter of the apple is just a two-dimensional representation of space-time, and, well, the hole isn't really a hole per se, but an interdimensional conduit. Colonel?
Okay. I'll be all right.
Charon, if you don't mind, I'd like to draw a wee bit of your blood.
If you must.
When you are done, I have made some turtle root soup.
You cooking?
Turtle root?
Yes, I have been practicing. Hopefully, someday, I will be able to cook as well as you.
Oh, I'm afraid that day is far into the future, my dear. You were born for a higher purpose, to be the leader of our people.
I don't really have the right boots for this. I just meant to come out here and inoculate some wee babies.
We need all the hands we can spare before it comes. The storm could not only destroy our crops, our settlement could be washed away. If just a few of us were to remain,
Crops can be replaced and homes rebuilt. People can't.
Which is why we must do what we can now. You have not been practicing.
Yes, I have.
If this was really a fight...
If this was really a fight, I would have shot you by now. You know, no matter how many hours I put into this, you're still gonna kick my ass.
Apollo, do you read me? Looks like you broke your ship, Apollo!
I've had worse, but thanks.
What the hell?
There's a gun!
Are you looking for this?
And that will allow the attack force to wipe out these installations here. Now, if we do it right, there will not be any Cylon survivors. And the asteroid will be ours.
What do you think, Starbuck?
It's a textbook perfect plan, which is why it won't work.
Of course. We bow to your vast experience in strategic planning. Refresh my memory. What year was it that you graduated from War College?
What's the matter, Colonel? Married left than I
That's
expected.
enough, both of you. We're not going to win this one by the book. I want Starbuck in here because she's not weighed down by conventional thinking. All due respect, gentlemen, we're not as crazy as she is.
Okay. So what would you do differently?
To start, jumping Galactica in behind the planetoid to hide it from the Cylon base is an obvious move.
You think they'll be covering their blind spot with recon patrols?
I would if I were them. What we need to do is make their patrols part of our plan. You know? Make their tactics work for us. Here's what I would do. At position code Deacon, we'll need 3 civilian freighter ships to use as decoys.
she is. Nice, ain't she?
Smallish.
Not overly. How much room do you really need for what you do, anyway? I got a surveyor and his wife interested in renting it. They're just waiting to hear back.
What's her range?
Standard short. She'll break Atmo from a wide orbit. Get you where you need to go, bring you back home again. She's space-worthy, just like the rest of Serenity is.
No need to sound so defensive, Captain. I prefer something with a few miles on it. Were we to enter into this arrangement, Captain Reynolds, there are a few things I would require from you. The foremost being complete autonomy. This shuttle would be my home. No crew member, including yourself, would be allowed entrance without my express invitation.
You'd get your privacy.
And just so we're clear, under no circumstances will I be servicing you or anyone who is under your employ.
I'll post a sign.
That won't be necessary. The other thing I would insist upon is some measure of assurance that when I make an appointment with a client, I'm in a position to keep that appointment. So far as such assurances are possible on a vessel of this type.
That's an awful lot of caveats and addendums there, miss.
As I stated, I just want to be clear.
Well, I'll be sure to take all that into consideration while I review the application.
Don't be ridiculous. You're going to rent this shuttle to me.
Am I?
Yes, and for 1/4 less than your asking price.
Is that a fact?
It is.
And you figure you'll be getting this discount. Why, exactly?
You want me. You want me on your ship.
Do I?
Yes. Because I can bring something that your surveyor or any of the other fish you might have online can't. A certain respectability. And based on what little I've seen of your operation, I suspect that's something you could use.
Fine. Let me ask you this. If you're so respectable, why are you even here? I mean, I've heard tell of fancy ladies such as yourself shipping out with big luxury liners and the like, but a registered companion on a boat like this? What are you running from?
I'm not running from anything.
If it's alliance trouble you got, you might want to consider another ship. Some on board here fought for the independence.
The Alliance has no quarrel with me. I supported unification.
Did you? Well, I don't suppose you're the only whore that did.
Oh, one further addendum. That's the last time you get to call me whore.
Inara? Inara!
You've lost her, lad. Be gracious.
You set this up, whore. After I bought and paid for you. I should have uglied you up so no one else would want you.
See how I'm not punching him? I think I've grown.
Well, get ready to starve. I'll see to it you never work again.
Actually, that's not how it works. You see, you've earned yourself a black mark in the client registry. No companion is going to contract with you ever again.
You'll have to rely on your winning personality to get women. God help you.
Thanks. I didn't know you were out there.
Sort of point. Stealth. You may have heard of it.
I don't think they covered that in basic.
Well, at least they covered dropping your weapon so you can eat beans and get yourself shot.
Yeah, I got a badge in that. Won't happen again.
It does? I'm just gonna watch.
Anything interesting out there? You don't mind my asking?
About 30 troops behind those buildings. Mortars, no rollers yet. I expect they plan to peck at us for a spell before they charge. They had 2 scouts sniffing. I took them down.
Wow, I didn't hear a single thing.
First rule of battle, little one. Don't ever let them know where you are. Of course, there are other schools of thought. Here, 6 shots and then just drop it. Keep moving.
This here's suicide. You do know that, don't you?
You really think you can mount a 2-man frontal assault on Niska, Skyplex, and live?
Technically, it's a 1-man, 1-woman assault. A unisex. Grenades?
Oh, yes. Thank you, dear. They won't be expecting it.
Right, because they ain't insane.
I just got a wave from Inara. No luck with the counselor. What are they doing?
Fixing to get themselves killed.
We're gonna go get the captain.
Oh, good. Can they do that?
No.
You know, there's a certain motto, a creed among folks like us. You may have heard it. Leave no man behind.
Suicide.
Got a good look at the layout on my way in last time. You let me lead. Cover my